What is up, bro? It's me, Josh here. Today's video is all about a massive division carry I had the other day with a couple guys from the clan, and it was probably the biggest carry we've ever had, and it was massive, massive damage from all three of us. Our division was 2 battleships in a Hindenburg, a Montana, and Yamato, so I mean, we're big guns. We're our top tier, and really had to kind of pump out some extra damage, and our team made us work for this one, that's for sure. With how many how many destroyers there have been recently. I normally like to stick with 1 destroyer in the div at all time, but we wanted to play these ships, and every once in a while I can change it up. And with the Hindenburg, it is, the Hindenburg is the Hindenburg. It's basically, it's the strongest cruiser tier 10. It's so much fun to play. It's so good at literally everything. And I don't know if I would have been able to do what I did this game if I wasn't in the Hindenburg and our guys weren't in that ship. But team makeup, as I said, both tier 10 battleships in my div with me. We had a Moscow with the other tier 10, and then we had 4 DDs to their 3. They had 2 Yamatos, 2 Missouris, a Des Moines, and a Zhao. A couple extra things spread in, but one thing I've been seeing recently is I'm starting to roll away because we got our 2 big battleships heading into ACAP. Normally on this map I like to go A and B, but I saw that Des Moines there that was kind of picking on our destroyers, and I want to help out my destroyers as much as possible, but I want to take out this guy. So boom, instantly down goes one of our destroyers. So our advantage this game was having 4 destroyers there 3, so we had more map control. We lost one almost instantly, so we're gonna take out this ruin now. We've been chunking them down, as is the entire team. We're trying to save our Z46. So boom, down he goes. Our Montana snags the kill, and I want to help this guy as much as I can, but I don't really have the range, so we're just going to start burning down as much as we can. I figured they would start pushing towards A, get through there, and I would basically start working the flank, since the Hindenburg is just so insanely good, pumping out so much damage. As you can see, they cap C-cap. I figured I would roll this way and just be a distraction as our team is rolling that way. Help out with the Sabuki and this Yugumo and really start working down like this Missouri and stuff like that. I could just knock them out. And I think our Z46 dodges that. Yeah, he does. So I need to protect this guy because he's rolling mid. And of course, as you can see, over by ACAP, the DD completely ignores the cap, and we're gonna roll towards B and do what we can and keep working. So farmed what, 20k off this Missouri, so I want to keep working on him. He doesn't have repair because I had 2 fires on him, so I can just start working on him, burn him down, hopefully take him out, because that's 1 less radar. There have been so many radars recently, so many radars. Their team has 4 right now. There's been games where I've seen 6. Our Yugumo unluckily takes a torp, takes another torp, down he goes. So a couple of our important DDs are starting to get wrecked, and but I'm gonna do what I can. 3 ships focused on me right now, so we got the 2 guys from CCAP, and really just trying to support them, because if we lose the Z, we lose 3 of our 4 destroyers in the first few minutes. That's really, really bad. But I can start getting some distance on them, use that German armor, and hopefully help out this guy. But they have the Des Moines, and they got the Chappie, which is good. Our Buki sails broadside to his Missouri because he needs to get torps off, so of course he gets absolutely obliterated. And you gotta get torps off. So he's gonna be going down pretty quick. Boom, in literally what, 20 seconds he gets down. So it's seriously me and this DD holding down 8 of their ships right now. So for me, it's not the worst. And oh, our Z actually gets super lucky, and right now I'm trying to bait out a shot from this Missouri because I know he's burning, or I know he just busted his repair, so he can get lit on fire with the sticky fire. That's what you're always trying to do with cruisers like this, high rate of fire. So I'm gonna go dark if he's going dark, and then he pops off a shot. So as soon as I can get him out of this game, the better, because I know he's a pretty good shot, I know he's a pretty good player, and I can start working him down, because the Hindenburg is just crazy good. So our guys are starting to work. Again, the 1 DD that was over on ACAP, what is it? The 1 DD, so it's a Kigero, one of the stealthiest, destroyers in the game at this high tier. Just completely avoids the cap, chases 1 DD north, and completely helps the team out. And boom, there we go. We lost another DD. So carry pants need to go on hard right now, And now they're all stuck at A. They basically are. It's me rolling this way. If I can get some help on this Des Moines, then I can start, basically I'm going to head south and do what I can. And start, I'm going to pull hard left and start working these guys from the side. So, of course, our destroyer, the one destroyer gets killed by the Ogdevoy. Kagero was trying to hunt an Ogdevoy. He gets killed. So, 6.5 minutes into the game, we are down to 0 destroyers. And they have 4. 0 destroyers and they have 4. So they have a Yugumo, which is super stealthy, Herakazu, which is super stealthy, and the Ogdevoy, which is north. Maybe he's taking some damage, but I don't even think we have a radar. We have two Missouris still, so that's still good. But I'm trying to figure out my best plan. We're getting blamed because apparently we abandoned that Ibuki that went broadside. So I apologize for that. But yeah, I don't know. Don't go broadside if you're in a cruiser. I don't know what to tell them. So my idea, that guy gets smashed, but there's a Missouri, there's a Yamato, there is two Missouris actually to the south, there is a Zhao and a Des Moines. I'm just going to basically rotate all the way south and start working on these guys, because one, if they're focused on everybody in A, as you can see our giant force right there, I could then just start to punish these guys from broadside because they're going to be focused on them. They've been focused on them all game. So, one, I'm going to help focus this Missouri. Boom, we take down 2 of their DDs, which was amazing. Looks like one of our Missouris popped radar, and we were able to take down 2 of them, which was awesome. That kind of, I guess, leveled it back up. So, right now we're talking in chat, like, what the hell are we going to do? We have 1 cap. They have a 300-plus point lead. And this is what make the call for me to turn around and just go super. They're gonna focus, go super south. They're gonna focus on that Des Moines, take him out. That's probably one of the more important ships to work on. And I'm gonna basically make these battleships just my farm. We're already at almost 80k damage, and start getting some AP salvos on these guys. So I didn't think this Des Moines would wait here, so I kind of wasn't putting the first shot on him. But then I noticed he was just gonna chill behind this place. So we're gonna put a nice little damaging salvo into him. German AP, OP. I thought he would maybe move a little bit forward, so we aimed a little bit higher. But he ended up just chilling there for a bit, so we have a nice little punishing salvo. We lost one of our Missouris, but it's okay. And boom, nice little 8k salvo. We'll do a little bit more damage to him. He probably wasn't expecting me to put a shot in on him. And with the Hindenburg's rate of fire, I run the rate of fire mod, only 2k there. But boom, we take down one of the Missouris. So we're making some progress back. They still have a DD. We pumped in a little bit more damage, not too much on that Des Moines, but I figured that. The last destroyer getting a little bit close to me, but that's all right. Kind of a little bit too far away and instantly goes dark again. And I'm figuring if those guys can take out that DM, we actually might be in a pretty good spot. Because, one, I'm going to be completely south of these guys, which means their guns aren't even on me. They're on the guys in the middle. So, if you've ever seen a Hindenburg get broadside on a battleship, you're about to see what this thing can do. I still want to keep my range. I have about, I think like an 18.6 range on this, or 17.8 on this because I have the reload. And this thing can hit stuff, especially slow-moving battleships can hit stuff. Now, the downside is I am getting far away from the cap, but I didn't want to get blasted by these 2 guys because that Missouri, he could instantly turn. And gonna start working on the Missouri right there because if we can get a radar off the map, that's always good too. As you can see, north side, they have 1 more battleship right there. So that's the crossfire. That's the thing we're kind of worried about. So if these guys keep focusing on this, which they are, this is what we're going to be able to do right now. So we're going to watch the AP life. Want to aim for that upper armor belt and that superstructure on this Yamato and on that Missouri if we can. And let's start farming some German AP damage. First shot's in, not too much on the Yamato, but let's see if the Missouri gives us a little bit more. The HE salvos are good, but we just want pure alpha damage. If they're giving us a broadside, we're gonna start working on 3k right there. This is with a really fast reload too. So 3k right there, nice little 3k right there. And our guys are taking a little bit extra damage up top, but if they can snag that DM, we're solid. Nice little, almost a 4k salvo, and I think this is when they start to get good, because we start pounding out some massive damage, and our big boy battleships are trading some life. Just a 7k salvo right there. And he's starting to angle in a little bit, so we're gonna lose out on some damage, but one of our guys sends in the salvo, gets a little bit extra damage. And and boom, what we cut off a pretty quick 20k damage on him. I think he goes down here pretty quick. Of course, the HE would have been a little bit better salvo here. So he puts a gun on me, but I think I get him on that turn. Boom. Oh, I missed that one, but the DM, I don't know if you saw him, he got smashed back there. So boom, he goes down, Des Moines goes down, Missouri goes down, and again, we just lost one of our other Missouris, so kind of a trade. We're winning in ships, which is the first time of this game, but we are getting destroyed by points, almost 300 points. But I figure we can start murdering with some ship kills, but I need to push full speed because I'm on the J line right now. So I ended up working out because we're gonna get some sick damage, 7k salvo, 8k salvo. But I need to go full speed. I'm going full speed into B cap right now and try to get that guy out. What would be a perfect situation is if somehow this last destroyer maybe gets a little greedy. That's gonna be our toughest thing, is finding this last DD. If he's smart, he just runs. Honestly, if he just secures the victory, honestly, if he just runs. But we need to keep going. There's a 10, almost 11k salvo. So if you guys haven't embraced, and boom, nice big salvo from Yamato. From Karma, down he goes. So I'm moving in. We're up 2 ships. All we need to find is this DD. As you can see on the minimap, he's kind of heading my way. So it would be really unfortunate if for some reason he would maybe show himself, right? So, but of course he rotates north. Nobody gets him. So I am so far away. The Hindenburg's not known for its speed, but I'm hoping that those guys are talking with their Moscow. We have a Moscow still. We have an Amagi, so we have a decent force right now. They have one last battleship, which is the other Yamato. They have a Zhao who's playing very good. I know Kirk is a pretty solid player. And then this Hirakaze. So he's way up there. They're trying to snag that guy. And we'll see what we can do. We're just gonna go full born in. We're too far away from anything right now though, so we can't get any damage. And we got a couple shots in on that Hirakaze. The guy is telling us they're gonna win, but we are holding strong. So far, we have, out of the 9 kills, we have 7. So we have 7 of the 9, and I think what our one Missouri has the other 2. He helped get those destroyers, so that was awesome. So we have a Zhao to deal with though, and I know he's pretty solid. So that was kind of one of our worries, was figuring out what to do with him. So the plan was, perfect plan is they take out the destroyer, which they end up not being able to do in that radar. They take out the Yamato, and then those guys push north into B cap. I push south side behind these islands to the right, and then we basically pincer him. He's basically lined up, as you can tell by his gun angles, he's basically lined up perfect north-south. He hasn't moved because he's dark. He's not getting spotted. So if I push south, he can't torp me. If those guys push north, he can't torp them. He's going to give either broadside or I'm going to be able to torp him because I'm going to push around that corner. All of a sudden, I'm detected by this DD, and we're trying to get some shots in on that Zhao. So I need to not die. I don't have sonar because I run A on this. We're going to help those guys a little bit with this Yamato. He ends up getting a nice little smack on one of our battleships here, I think. Or maybe it's the Moscow. I know he gets a good salvo in. So there's Kirk right there in his Zhao, so we got to worry about a little bit. But what is this DD doing? Why is he even here? Why is he even here? So luckily, I think my plane spotted him or something, or radar. Boom, 1 salvoed with the AP. The last little bit of health. Complete misplay by that guy. We'll take it though. 183k, 3 kills. That bumps us up to 8 of the 10 so far. So all but 2. Our Yamato ends up going down, but they get that Yamato. So it's 3 versus 1. We have over 4 minutes to kill this one Zhao. The Zhao's full life. But like I said, our plan, those guys go north, I go south. We basically pincer him. And even if he takes down the Moskva, even if he takes down one of the ships or on a trade, we need to get this kill. 1 would push us pretty close. It'd be a pretty big swing. But I'm just going to push in. I have 6-kilometer torps at really good torp angles. So honestly, I thought he was just going to run north. And then what I was going to do to fix that is Moscow pushes in, goes B, stops that cap, then I go C. That was the deferred play, basically. And what I was going to call after. But he didn't have a radar. So I was hoping he'd spot him, but the Zhao just chills here. So he's within almost torp range. I mean, I have 6-kilometer torps. So this is almost going to work out perfectly. 920 points though, kind of sucks, but we stopped one of the ticks, which is good. They just have the C cap, so he's just gonna try to hold in. So right now I'm gonna get a little bit closer, keep throwing some torps out. He can't torp me, he can't really torp anything. So I told Kruger, my Montana, I'm like, either I'm gonna push him to you, or he's gonna get pushed back into my torps. And so I'm just gonna keep throwing it, try to knock out whatever guns I can, so he can't do damage. So either one thing's gonna happen. He's gonna get torped by me, or he's gonna be able to smash him, and I'm gonna catch him broadside. So there's a nice little 5k salvo, and boom! So this game was absolutely insane. I had over 200,000 damage. My Montana had 180,000 damage, and my Yamato had 180,000 damage. That's 560,000 damage. And we barely won that game. We had to struggle to win that game. So 9 kills total, absolutely nuts. I think it was I think that was probably up there with one of my biggest carries ever. I mean, almost 600,000 damage in a division. We'll take that. We played the rules of the tier 10s. Yeah, I kind of had to rotate south and play kind of this passive murder role, but it ended up working out. And really, it was an uphill battle almost the entire time. So just wanted to kind of make a little quick video on this. It's kind of cool to have those games. It's been, I don't know, let me know if you guys kind of agree. It seems in high tiers, it is just complete steamrolls one way or the other. I don't know what it is, but it's cool to get those really close games and those last second victories and those okay, we need to concentrate and do a plan to kind of win. So that was pretty cool, and I was happy with that win, with massive damage too. So anyways, just wanted to show that cool game. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments below if you guys had any cool wins, or what's your biggest damage in a division. I mean, almost 600,000 is pretty impressive. So anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.